Welcome to the Get Shit Done channel. This is a biohacking series and today's video about 3-day fast. Why 3-day fast, you ask? Well, there's a lot of benefits to a 3-day fasting, and we'll talk about later in the video 1 day versus 3-day fast. In my opinion, number one benefit is the full autophagy. So what is the autophagy? It's the mechanism of our body to get rid of old cells and create new cells. And it's very hard to do for our body if we always feed ourselves. There's never time for body to create new cells and get rid of the old ones. So the full autophagy, in my opinion, happens on the 3rd day. This is where it gets to your brain and your new brain cells are being reborn. Another benefit is you get a highest level of human growth hormone. This also happens on 3rd day. I like the mental clarity that I get on the 3rd day. A lot of things become very obvious and you do know what to do. So I believe that when they have a lot of brain fog due to stuff that they eat, it's hard to see clearly what you want, what you need, what to do. And a lot of decisions that I made, a lot of changes that I made in my company or in my life actually came after the 3-day fast when I really saw things clearly. Another important factor is weight loss. So during current 3-day fast that I finished last week, I personally lost 4 pounds, that's pretty good. If you're really overweight, you probably it actually will be different person to person. You might see more, you might see less, and a lot of it is, especially for me, was actually loss of inflammation. It's not really so much fat per se, it's loss of inflammation, and actually, and definitely not a loss of water. As you know, a lot of athletes or a lot of people, the first thing that they lose is water. So I actually increased my water intake by twice, maybe 3 times. Definitely, I should make a side note for those crazy folks out there that do dry fast. I'd like to offend them a little bit and call them idiots. It's actually very dangerous. If you don't trust me, who am I to say, right? I'm not a medical doctor. Well, everybody trusts ChatGPT nowadays. So I asked ChatGPT this question: is it safe to do a 3-day dry fast? And the ChatGPT told me that it's very, very dangerous. And all of the symptoms that ChatGPT said actually happened to someone that we know. That person did a 3-day dry fast. She experienced all of those side effects. So please do not do 3-day dry fast. So I increased my water intake, I increased my electrolyte intake, and all I had for those 3 days was just black coffee and water with electrolyte. So those are the things that I had, right? So what are the tools? Let's talk about a little bit about tools that you need for a 3-day fast and supplements. So as you can see here, I'm wearing a constant glucose monitor from Signos, and it's Dexcom 6 glucose monitor powered by Signos. I'm not a paid spokesperson for neither of those companies. It just happened, I just chose them. And you will see images of my 3-day fast. You will see where I started. You will see my baseline. I believe on the end of the 2nd day is where my body glucose level dropped to below 100. So I believe that's another very important factor. Why I do that is to monitor your glucose levels and see what your really base is. And you will see that there was almost no spikes during my 3 days. Only on the 2nd day in the morning I had a little spike. My weight loss range is anything under 121, and I probably woke up with a lot of thoughts in my head and rushing to the office and just got a little spike, but then it went back down and went really down, especially on the 3rd day. I believe my lowest was around 60 and 78. There were a couple drops in my glucose level. That's the tool that I highly recommend for anyone to try, even for the 6 months. I will make series of videos about glucose, so stay tuned. They're gonna be very cool. So supplements. I take two types. I definitely take digestive enzymes that help me to digest anything that wasn't digested before to speed up this digestion process. And also I was taking activated charcoal to absorb toxins that being released by my body, to absorb everything that need to be absorbed. So those are the two types of supplements that I take. If you take something else, let me know. Maybe you have some ideas that I would include in my next 3-day fast. So how do we get here? How to get to the 3-day fast? I definitely do not recommend you try to dive in right away. You can, but you might super compensate after eat a lot of food in the next few weeks. As I mentioned in my fasting video, and hence the reason why I'm wearing this t-shirt, is you start with 12 hours, then you do 16-8, the most popular fasting protocol, and then you get it to 1 day, and then you get to 2 days. Once you get to 2 days, then you could go to 3 days. Actually, the second night or second day, depending on when you start your fast, is the hardest day. The first time when I did a 3-day fast, I wanted to be in a very relaxed environment. I chose when I was off from work. That is, super helpful. This time around, I was in very good shape. I just finished cycling adventure in Italy. I was in a super top shape, mentally, physically. So this time around, I did it during my work day, my work week. I was decently stressful week. I'm very proud of myself for that I really, it didn't affect me. Actually, I believe it really helped me. So that's how you do progressive 1 and then 2 day, and then you're ready for 3 day. So how often should you do a 3-day fast? There's a lot of opinions, and that's the problem with the internet right now. You'll get my opinion as well. Some people think once a year is enough. Probably a good point to start. I did that myself last year. I was happy. Put that check mark. 3-day fast completed. Great. I believe now that I feel that I wanted more. I felt really great, especially with my inflammation, glucose level, the way I got the mental clarity. I will do it more often. Maybe once a month would be probably my end goal, is to do it once a month. 1 day versus 3 day would probably be a common question. I had the question myself. What's the benefit really? 1 to 3 days? Because past 3 days, there's really not much benefit in terms of autophagy or HGH levels. They remain pretty much the same. All you get is benefit of weight loss, pure fat weight loss, and if you're really inflamed, you will get the benefit of decrease in inflammation. But for me and for most of us folks, is you get definitely the autophagy level is the most important difference between 1 day and a 3-day fast, in my opinion, and the mental clarity. So, but 1 day is also a pretty good fast to start. I think that's going to be enough for most folks at the beginning of their fasting journey. I strongly suggest to take something very easy digestible, maybe like a soup or something easy, something like a salad or something. What was funny this time, because I didn't chew for 3 days, I started chewing the food and my jaw was really cramped. I started to feel like I need to learn how to chew my food again. So that was pretty funny for me. It all would be depending on your goals and where you are right now with your physical form and with your health, with your weight. So definitely, I believe after first time you try and you can see that it's manageable, you could go through that. You could definitely do more if you really want to get all the benefits of pure weight loss and not just inflammation. So those things will help you plow through those moments. Go for a walk, look around, try to keep busy, time will pass, hunger wave will pass, and you will successfully finish your 3-day fast. And I strongly believe that it definitely gets help you to get more shit done. So get shit done, guys. Get fasting.